Show us what you can do, Matt.
Good morning. It is another day of working in the shop. Today we are going to be working on the wrecker. And when I say we, I mean these guys.
Hi.
We got the Chad Fab crew down here. They are busy making this right. Well,
Crickets, yes.
that pause just made me nervous.
Remember when you came in and I asked if you had half a brain for me?
So Chad says he showed up with half a brain, and I showed up needing a nap. So let me guess, you're hungry.
I am.
Look at this work.
Yeah, don't get a wrench in there.
So we've got a Premier Power welder and a DC welder.
Yeah, just lay right into that.
All right, this is a familiar sight. Back at it. This is what I imagine Santa's workshop looks like. Just these cheerful, happy.
Is that a short joke?
No. It was a happy joke.
Oh, okay.
We finally got the construction out of the way, mostly. The lift is being put into service, finally. And Ed's apartment is moving along swiftly. There's a couple things I want to show you. We're going to give you a quick little tour. Man, everybody worked. Hefe worked hard on this. Rhett's still working on it.
Show them the electrical panel. That looks really good.
Oh, okay. So for a long time, we've had some problems. This whole corner was a disaster, and it's not. This is temporary. I know there's some of you that really struggle with the word temporary, like quit making temporary things. But if you didn't do it temporary, it would never, ever, ever get done. If you waited for perfection, you're still going to be waiting for it. Ask Jamie. Did she laugh at that?
Yeah.
Here, I'll ask her for you. Jamie, if you waited for perfection, would you still be waiting?
No.
What? Aww.
She lied in a really cute way.
All right, let's go see how Ed's apartment's doing. For 20 years, Ed has been living in this RV, and we are now upgrading him to this apartment. We've been talking about it for years. It's finally coming to fruition. So here's Ed's front door. Ed loves living here. He's our night watchman. He's our yard foreman and general doer of good things out and about. We are still under construction, so you're gonna have to use your imagination. But there's the TV that Ed won. And he's gonna have a couch here. Yeah, we're gonna have to vacuum this place out. A little bit of paint needs to go on, but come check this out. We got the kids in here painting. So we're gonna have this handicap bathroom or shower.
Show us how that works.
We have an international audience, so some of these words we say are gonna sound really funny. Because isn't this a water closet?
Oh yeah.
Or sometimes they call it the toilet. Like, I'm going to the toilet, and to toilet here we'd snicker like toilet. That's a funny word. All right, we're headed to Flog to get the parts. Tom's the chauffeur today, and we got a +1. This is Cooper. He is longtime friend and mentor of me back when I was promoting Demolition Derby and running the Washington County Demolition Derby. So he came down and helped me get better at that and make that a success.
Just here for the day to learn. I have started a YouTube channel called Camus Classics, Classics with a K. It's me and my dad, and I get to live the dream of working with my dad on redoing classic cars.
Ah, show us what you got.
More guesses. I don't know where they go. I just got the parts.
This is for our airbag system.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you got them.
We don't know which one we're going to use, one of them.
Thank you guys.
We'll get 'em
This is
knocked
working
out.
out great. This has been awesome for us.
Heck yeah.
What's up, Lizzie?
Hi.
Welcome back from vacation. How was it?
It was good.
What do you think of all this?
This is insane. This is crazy. There's a huge difference.
Morning, Ed.
Morning, Matt. Well, it's a little cloudy. Might rain tomorrow. About 50 degrees. And have a good day.
It's going to be a good day. All right, we're back in the shop on the wrecker. These guys are an inspiration. They've been here the whole time working on the wrecker.
Nice.
Nothing but butts and elbows over here.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay, it's our turn to get working on the wrecker.
What are we working on?
We're gonna take these tires off and weld some brackets. What are airbag brackets on the bottom of this?
Let's do this.
You got a place for these?
All right, you're never gonna believe this, but we just got called out, so we're gonna go do a job. While we're waiting for the keys, though, I'm gonna give you an update. Actually, I'm not gonna give you an update. Chad's gonna give you an update.
We got most everything pretty well ready to go. A couple more connections, and I'll be able to power up this harness and see what kind of stuff, see what works and what doesn't. So this is the big relay box and fuse box, and then we still have the dash harness over there. So I got the key switch hooked up onto it. So here right quick, I'm gonna hook the jumper box up to it and
Power it up and see
power it
what's
up.
working.
Yep. So see what goes click, and hopefully we don't let the smoke out of anything.
You should have bought a smokeless loom.
Yeah. Well, actually, you bought this one. Did you buy the smokeless?
I should have bought a smokeless loom. So there's a fuse box and all the dash wiring, complete with ignition key. What was that? All right, GM keys almost.
Almost with a lightning bolt. So hopefully that isn't an ominous thing. So.
A GM key with a forklift end.
Yeah.
Those will never come out of the ignition anyway.
Yeah. That's
Ever again, unless Tom drives it or my mother-in-law.
Don't you just compare Tom to your mother?
No, they both take keys out of vehicles.
Okay, we're gonna be putting the airbags on these. We got a couple of mounting holes that weren't part of the design, so we're drilling them in. We gotta lay this out and drill them in.
Okay, so this hole is for the bottom, and you were doing the one for the top plate that we failed to do earlier.
Yes, we should have.
I'm gonna take responsibility for that, but I'm gonna make Tom fix it.
All right, I can live with that.
Well, good morning. While we let that cool off, it's another day. How's it going? A lot has happened. It's been raining nonstop. Come here, let me show you what it's like outside.
You can see it on your pants.
Yeah. On my shoes.
It's like that.
So this is what we've been dealing with for like a week. And everybody just gets in their cars and drives out there in the clay. We have a lot of clay around here, all different colors. We got red clay, we got blue clay, we got tan clay, Mount Carmel. We have caramel clay here. And people just drive out in it. And even if you've got a fairly well-equipped four-wheel drive, if you don't know how to drive in it, it'll get you. We've actually got other jobs to do today. I know that these jobs seem like we're gonna work on the wrecker. Now it's the next day. The reason that is because we keep doing jobs. So our primary function is a off-road recovery company. We're not really a fabrication shop. We do build our own equipment here. So we're kind of a fabrication shop, but we've got to get this wrecker done. I feel like I'm making excuses. I'm not. I'm just telling you the way it is. Huh, lady? So this morning, Tom's going to be working on this hub. We've got to get this rotor off. We've got to get it turned down. It's 17 inches in diameter right now. We've got to take it off and get it turned down to 15. Paul says that his lathe can easily handle this. We were talking to Heavy D originally about getting this all done. We are in such a time crunch, and I can't afford to be away from the shop. So Western Canadian Rockwell sent us down these are the spacers. So these spacers have to relocate the actual rotor. This is the brake caliper bracket. These are how you adapt an Axitec 4000 to Kodiak brake calipers. Here's a tool that we have to build for taking the hub apart. We should look into that. Actually, that's your job today. And then also Neil up there at Western Canadian sent us these. These are pinion protectors. What would you call this?
Yeah,
Like it's just-
pinion guard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's this nasty.
They're cool. Look at the welding on these. These are awesome.
Yeah. So this protects the U-joint and the pinion right out there. So we're going to be bolting these puppies on. I I'm working on the airbag brackets, so I just got this one drilled. I drilled it slightly off center so that you guys would have something to say about it. You are welcome. And now I'm drilling this one slightly off center also, so they'll be the same. Overheated the drill again. We here at Matt's Off-Road Recovery are really hard on drills.
By we, he means he is super hard on drills. He kills every drill bit, every drill driver that we have, and some of the drill bits.
There's no warning label that says, warning, don't
Push super hard with your whole body weight on this drill?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see one either. Hey, we have like an hour before we go out on our next job, so we're gonna get to it.
This hole doesn't do anything. We just made it. We had Flog make it. And then Tom drilled both of these holes and he did an expert job on them. And then I drilled this big hole. This is where the air goes in. So both of these fit. And then we just gotta start tacking these in and mocking these up. And we're gonna pulse weld these in, pulse MIG. There were some questions about that. We showed you the pulse MIG, like the comparison of the strength. And we didn't make it clear that it's not a different technique, it's a different technology. When we start welding with this, for those of you that are interested, we'll take a brief little moment and explain to you the difference between the traditional short circuit welding, where it actually is sparking a short circuit, and this pulse MIG, which is a spray, and somehow penetrates through this really thick metal without any manipulation. Boring stuff, I know, super boring. This is going to be going like this. Somewhere in here. It's going to go just like that.
This is pretty cool. These planetaries inside the axle are enormous, so we're gonna show you what's in there.
Yeah, they shipped these axles are brand new. They shipped them dry. I don't know how old they are. A little bit of surface rust. Look at that. So this is what we have to make sure we put back in. If you don't put this in, these will self-destruct. This is, like, that is the thing right there.
That socket has to fit right in here on this. Look at these gears.
Yeah. So this comes off right here. We'll just take one apart at a time so we can use the other as our assembly manual.
These are huge compared to a transmission. Next we have that washer. Looks like that'll come off.
That's a thrust surface. I bet you it's pressed into the end of that.
Yeah.
So all it has
So
to come
weld
off
or
is this.
something.
That's it.
Grab that. So we need to make that giant wrench. That socket.
Okay, so Western Canadian Rockwell sent us some of the parts. Two of the three parts.
I think they sent us all the parts and we lost one.
Oh, there's a chance we did. I wonder what happened to that.
It's not as big as I thought. We might have a tube. It just has to fit over this.
Yeah.
That right there. It has to fit over that. So I was thinking it had to be this full diameter here. It doesn't.
It's got to be pretty long. Where's that measuring tape? Figure out how long it needs. So if we had a 4.5 inch, it would be perfect. 4.5 inch length of pipe.
All right.
Let's go to Rowdy's and let's take this drill. Here's a couple of bad drills that I've broken.
Okay.
I have absolutely ruined them. So there's nothing wrong with this one except for low gear doesn't work.
Okay.
So that's the only problem with this one. There's nothing wrong with this one except for I don't think it works at all.
Okay. Here, I'll trade you. That's your last one you broke.
Okay. We're going to be more gentle on them. New Year's resolution, that was one of them. I'm going to quit abusing the drills.
So you're gonna let Tom use them and not you?
Yeah. We're
Yes.
not, he's barred from all drill use.
Okay.
I need a piece of pipe so that I can make this into a socket. The one that they sent us got used.
Okay.
It needs to be 4.5 inches long.
Okay.
And it can be anywhere from this big around to this big around. Should we go look really fast? See what you got?
Yep, we're just gonna have to go look in the scrap pile and see.
Yeah, let's go look.
Okay.
Look at this guy. Smug little look. There's a Jeep. There's a Jeep guy right there.
Yeah, you can tell.
No, he's not. He's a Toyota guy. He's a trader.
They're welded together.
Oh, dang.
You know, that would work.
How's the CrossFit?
Expertly.
Alright.
How much for this?
It's on sale today. Free 99.
Free 99.
Ah, like it.
Steel, wonderful steel. Okay, we got a meeting we got to go to.
All right. Thanks. Good doing business with you.
It is good job. I like Rowdy. I like Schultzen's products. I like buying steel, and I like stealing steel. And it kind of feels like I stole that steel because I got it for free 99.
It's like a Mountain Dew.
Yep.
Alright, we found that piece of square tube, chopped off a chunk the size we need, and we welded together this giant socket. Now we can go take that hub apart. This little tab folded over, we got them bent. Alright, what do you think? Is it gonna come out this time? Look at that. We're loose. So this tab bends in that side, and then that one was bent out. That's what was stopping us. Okay, I think that'll just pull off. What do you think this weighs? Look at the size of that. That is huge. Okay, so we need to add a spacer ring. Let's see where that fits in. Let me grab it. So this spacer has to go between this and this. So I gotta undo all of these and then put that spacer behind it. I think we're gonna take this and we're gonna go up to fab rats and stick this in his lathe and turn it down like an inch. Like this way. Then we can put the spacer back in. Then we can mount that up. Put it all back together and install the caliper.
So we're gonna need this either this way
Forward or up?
or this way, and I think forward would be better.
Is up bad?
Yeah. Forward or backwards. Oh, we gotta keep in mind these vents though too.
Okay.
So that's where it goes right there. So the input has to be on the inside. So this has to be rotated to the rear. We got no choice. So, let me see this. In order for this to work, you gotta stand on this.
On this?
Can you put your foot against that ticker? There's one.
Okay, there it is.
That's cool.
That is a solid chunk. You should be able to stick that in the lathe and grab it really easy. Center up on it nice.
All right, you're never going to believe this, but we got a job that took us away from this. In fact, it took the crew, Chad's crew, away from it too. We just got back from that. It's the middle of the night. And it's the end of the week. So,
And the year.
End of the year.
and it's the end of the year. Yes. So we are going to get back on the record. We're going to make a New Year's resolution.
To work on the record.
We're going to
every
work on the
day.
record every other day. Starting
Monday.
Good morning. It is another day of working in the shop, and we are working on the heavy wrecker today. We got Tom here. What are you working on today?
We're going to be putting these airbags in the back.
Oh, that's right. Okay. It's a new day, so my memory's been erased. All right. We've also got some other big news. Look who's here. So we have got Scott and Taylor here from Elevated Service and Supply. They're going to be making all the hydraulic hoses, all the hoses.
That's right.
So we're going to be working on that today. We're going to see how much we can get done. Look at this.
You guys experts on orbital valves and power steering and
Yeah, well, I think he needs that power beyond.
yeah.
But we can definitely give it a try, though, key it in and see how it works first.
So we thought this was the wrong master cylinder, but now we think it might be the right master cylinder. So we're bolting it on.
Nothing changed. We
Just our minds.
How's it going, Ed? Yeah, we got to take these off and get them turned down.
Who does that?
Paul. We'll take him out to Paul's, and he's got a big lathe.
Yeah.
This is just temporarily put back together so it stays clean.
Yeah.
We don't lose any parts. All right. Well, I'm going to assume that that's okay then. It can either go this way or it can go this way.
That worked. We didn't punch through the tube right here.
All right, it's a working lunch because there's lots of work to be done. Lunch is just getting in the way. You guys might remember that Scott came down and helped Paul with the FJ, all the hoses on that. Also the rat rod wrecker that they're working on. Oh, also Scott's a buddy from way back in the Derby days. We went at each other a couple times back in the day. Few times. Look at that.
Mount right there.
I've got to build a bracket to mount that reservoir. So just like usual, somebody's making more work for me. All right, I've got to leave really quick because Jamie just called me and there's some crisis going on with the wash machine. I don't know exactly what it is, but she says it's leaking water all over the house. So I'm leaving you in the capable hands of Tom
All right.
and Tucker.
I'm getting all the tools to do some cardboard aided drafting. We got to design the reinforcements for this bracket that we just put in that holds the airbags. Yes, the airbags. So we got the brackets that need to be reinforced for the airbags. We're gonna do a little cardboard aided drafting. Something like that. I'm gonna go see if it works on the other side. The corrugated cardboard is working great because it makes nice little bends. Look at that. that in there. Yeah, this is good stuff. Amazon Prime cardboard. We got our pieces. So we take these, we draw them up in AutoCAD, then I'll send them over to our friends at Flog. They'll cut them out for us and we can weld them in. Man, you see how much mud's over here? This is ridiculous. That's been a problem for months and it's been driving me crazy. Got a new one. That's all I needed. We're going, man. No more coming off. Feel a lot better about that.
So like I was saying, Jamie gave me a call. She's kind of panicked that she was trying to change the filter on the wash machine and she put it back in and now there's water going everywhere. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm walking into, but we're gonna figure it out. I heard you were having problems with your plumbing, ma'am.
Yes, please. I've got a mess. Okay, so I've been doing laundry the last couple days and it keeps throwing a code in the middle of the cycle. So I finally Googled what the code was and it says my drain was plugged, which it was. It was gross.
Okay.
But now I put it all back together and it's leaking out the filter.
All right.
And I can't get it to stop.
Let's look and see. All right. So there's the filter, right? And now it's clean. And now you're saying it's leaking?
Yes, I put it back in and then when I started the cycle, it's just leaking water out of it. And I'm about out of towels.
Okay, start it up.
You saved the day.
Good.
I kind of think so.
There it goes.
All right, if you go around there, you'll see who finally showed up to work today.
I've been at work all day today. It's like 3:30 in the afternoon.
What you been working on? Inventory? What
Stuff.
How's the setting, Lizzie? Is that working?
It's good, yeah.
All right, it is quitting time, but we're not quitters, so we're not gonna quit.
Just gonna keep drilling holes and bolting things on.
There's an air tank under there.
That'll be nice.
All right, we have got this mounted. We've got this tank under here mounted. And we did it with one less bolt than you might think it would take.
We only needed 7 for 8 holes.
All right, we're gonna get this filled up, tested, and tested. This is the crudest form of rear steering you can have. We're steering with jumper cables off the battery. But no one can say it doesn't work, because it does.
Show us what you can do, Matt.
We've got rear steer.
Show us the wiring. Is that what Chad Fab did?
Yeah. Thanks for the wiring job, Chad.
Left turn,
Yeah.
right turn.
I'm just straightening it. All right, so the wrecker can steer under its own power now, on one end.
Hydraulically.
hydraulically, not pneumatically. And Scott says we're super close to getting the front to where we can. There's 3 adapter fittings we need, and then we can start this thing up. So these guys have got our tranny cooler lines ran. Like I said, we have a fitting missing for that, and 2, I guess they're adapters. We've got adapters missing. Not a big deal. We'll get those adapters put in there and bolted up, and all the hydraulics done.
Yeah, we've got a couple male inverted on top of the tranny cooler, and then 1 power steering adapter, but be good to go.
Orbital valves, steering cylinders, front and rear, they're all done.
How clean that looks. Just all tucked down in there.
Get Tom Tom's bracket in there, it'll be golden.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks a ton, guys.
Absolutely.
Sure, thank you.
And we really appreciate this. This is one step closer to getting this thing on the road. Off the road. These guys, Elevated Service and Supply, they're out of Grantsville, Utah. They'll travel. How far will you travel?
Depending on the right job, wherever.
At least this far.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So these guys can handle all kinds of stuff, rebuilding all kinds of hydraulic stuff, orbital valves, whatever, build all kinds of hoses, rams. You service rams and stuff like that? All of it. All right. If you need any of that kind of work, you should look these guys up. All right, good morning. We stayed up pretty late last night working on these shocks and getting them figured out how to remote mount these reservoirs. We've got that figured out. We're going to be moving ahead on that. We've got to get the calipers mounted. I've got one mocked up right here. Get these brakes figured out. Get the brake lines built. So now that we know where the calipers are going, we can figure that out. That's pretty simple. All the hydraulic hoses, that's awesome. Scott and his crew got those all put together. We're missing a couple fittings. Show you those. So we've got to get this adapter right here. We've got 2 adapters here for the transmission cooler. We've got to get those done. But we're making some progress. Master cylinders mounted, we got that figured out. Coming right along. All right, we're gonna show you a little update on Ed's apartment, see how that's coming along. Oh wow, look at that. How's it going? Looks good.
Give a Mongo shower.
Yeah. So this is moving right along. We should have Ed in here by next week. That's the goal. So we're just going to keep working on that. So we've been talking about adding a couple of bays to this shop for a while now. And so we're going to be adding them on the north end of the building here. This is going to be the hallway. So we're going to cut an access right through there. So that'll be the access to the new section of the shop that we're building. And here it is right here. The toilet hasn't actually moved from where it was. We've just rotated it 90 degrees. So on the other side of that wall is Ed's shower. Ed's bathroom's on the other side of this wall right here. So temporary water heater, temporary toilet, permanent hallway to the new addition. All right, I feel like we've got a lot done on the wrecker this week. We got a lot done on Ed's apartment and on the whole shop. We're moving forward. Thank you guys so much for coming with us, and thanks for watching.